motivational Monday message, which I know you all look forward to. You probably talk about it when I'm not around, and I get that. So what I wanted to share today is something, it's actually a Bible story, and I'm not big on sharing Bible stories, but it's a Bible story that I actually really dislike. Yeah, I know, it's a terrible thing to say. I love it to Jesus, but this Bible story has always made me angry. It's the story of Mary and Martha, all right? Mary and Martha are two sisters, and Martha is sort of like, well, I'm the Martha, so I'll say it. She's the better sister. She's very industrious and loving, and she likes to do things for people. So Jesus is walking around her town, and she sees him, and she says, "Jesus, such a fan, love to have you to the house. Can you come?" And he says, "Sure, yeah. You know, do you mind if I bring my posse?" She says, "No, bring them all, bring the disciples, bring them over." So they all go over to Martha's house. And Martha walks in, and of course Mary's sitting there, probably just feet up, hanging out, doing what Mary's always doing, you know, living the dream, if you will. And Martha's like, "Hey, Mary, Jesus is coming. We gotta make food, we gotta do things, we gotta get excited, let's do this." Well, Mary greets Jesus. You know, she puts on her best dress, she looks fantastic, she's having a lovely time. Jesus comes in, and what does Mary do? She sits down and has the audacity to talk to Jesus while poor Martha is in there kneading bread, making food. Like, Martha is working her tail off. And the whole time you know that Martha's in the kitchen just looking out there at Mary. How dare she be enjoying this moment with I would like to be enjoying the moment, right? She's super annoyed at Mary. As P.S., I would be as well, because I am Martha. Martha's showing her love not by sitting there and listening. She's showing her love by doing all this stuff, right? And then she gets so mad that she decides, I've had it. I have had it with Mary and her tackiness and her unwilling to help, you know, so she just marches out there and she says, "So, Jesus, you know, you should probably say something to Mary, because Mary is not helping when she should be helping." And then, and I know that this was a crushing blow for Martha, Jesus says, "Well, actually, Mary's doing the right thing. She's listening to me, she's engaging with me. That's what you should be doing too, Martha." And as a Martha, at this point in the story, every time I'm just like, "Oh, how can he think that? Obviously Martha is the good one. She's working so hard. She's doing all the right things." And finally, at 35, I'm starting to get it. Because the thing is, sometimes Dutch, my son, gets really frustrated when all I've done all day is work. And the reality is, in my head, I'm working my tail off to give him what I think is the best possible life for him. But all Dutch wants is me to pay attention to him. The same thing is true of my relationship with my husband. Like, some days, like, I'll have cleaned the house and I'll have made him dinner, and I've ironed his shirts. Okay, like, we know I haven't really ironed his shirts, but I picked it up at the dry cleaners, which is basically the same thing. And I'm like, "Hey," and he's like, "I just feel really distant. I don't know. Is like everything okay with us?" And I'm like, like, I made you chicken and dumplings. You know how long that takes? That takes a really long time. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, I know some of you have the same issue that I have. You're the Marthas. You're the people who work your tails off constantly. That's how you show love. You work so hard, and sometimes we forget that the hard work isn't what the people in our lives need. Sometimes they need us. And sometimes we need to take those moments for ourselves. I mean, the thing is, I still think Mary's a little bit selfish, but I can guarantee Mary is probably a happier version of Martha, right? I know, because I have that sister, Thank God this is private, because she would be offended, but I mean, the whole family would agree. She's 100% married. But she is the happier version sometimes of me, because Rosalind will ultimately do that which serves her and makes her heart happy and gives her stuff. So guys, take the time for yourselves and for your family. Take the time to be present in the moment. I know that if you're in this